that of artificial intelligence, is well placed to solving the canker or the menace. The reason why we are saying that is that if you look at how artificial intelligence works, it's more like a human being with a brain that can trigger actions because you have commanded it. That is how it works. So that is why we call it artificial intelligence. So like we have normal human natural intelligence, and then you create computers and put in chips and processes that can let it think on its own. That is what it means. All right. If you don't know, that is what it means. Now, the deployment of this technology would solve the issue of surveillance. Because if you listen to the little bit that the former president explained, he says that it will solve the issue of operations of the military officers who will be deployed on the field, because it is more like a check on them. I think I explained that. You didn't hear that? Because these are cameras that are taking real-time feed, okay, and are used for decision making at the base. And so you cannot say that you don't understand this, that as you are operating on the field and you know that there is a camera on you watching your operations and taking live feed and making decisions on it instantly, you cannot understand this. How can you not understand it? You must have been very, very, very difficult a child in school not to understand this, okay? Then, secondly, the issue of where the mining will take place, the geographical location. This is where AI or artificial intelligence or the deployment of drones with camera also becomes very important. Because this is taking a 24-hour live feed happening in real time. And so you have virtually located where minings are supposed to take place. And so once people are observing, or the computer is observing, that mining is taking place within the specified geographical area, there is no problem. But immediately people veer off into areas where they are not supposed to mine, then there is a trigger on the system. Then somebody needs to be informed that, oh, people are doing illegal mining where they are not supposed to mine. This is how the use of technology will help us to understand this, because what we are talking about is deep, thick forest, places that we cannot easily access. Do you understand? That those are the places that people go and do illegal mining. They go and capture areas that sensitive rivers are passing, mine and wash the cyanide and the oil and everything in those rivers. And once they do that, they pollute those rivers. And so that is what we are saying, that there will be geofencing, the demarcation of the areas where mining is supposed to take place. And so these live feeds will be giving us updates on what is happening on a daily basis. And again, this is not something that is cheap. It is going to cost us money. And I even think that the $500 million will not be enough, because people are going to man these projects. Our president, our vice president, went to surreptitiously contract delivering medicine.
Surreptitiously. Break it down for the understanding of myself and then the viewers. What is it? Surreptitiously.
Clandestinely, is that okay?
Clandestine is a much simpler word.
Contracted zipline to be delivering medicines with drones. Take or pay. Whether they deliver or they don't deliver, we still pay them anyway. How much are we using paying them? Okay? Compare the output of that and what we are proposing, that if we take a minimum of $500 million, we could do this by reversing the canker that Galamsey is going to pose to us. And you are here saying that we don't have any thought in it. We just want to create loot and share. Loot and share, $500 million? Is that what you are going to loot and share? We are going to use this
you are
money.
saying that $500 million is no money?
It is no money when it comes to the protection of the intellectual
territory
of Ghana.
$500 million.
Protection of Ghanaians from diseases and life-threatening diseases. $500 million is no money.
You see how he's making $500 million.
$500 million is
how they steal our
when we go to places where people are drinking waters that are not wholesome. What is $500 million?
What is $500
That
million?
life that you are losing compared to that $500 million. People's kidneys are getting spoiled. Animals that
So
we
how are you
eat,
going to raise the $500 million?
animals that we eat are also drinking these waters.
How are you going to raise the $500 million?
Inadvertently, we are also consuming those waters.
Okay.
So this is not something that we should come and be sitting here and be saying that some people are coming to loot and share.
Thank you,
Coming to
thank you,
loot and
guys. At
share.
least,
We are proposing solution. You are in government
you.
now. You have not proposed any solution.
Interministerial
All the solutions you have proposed
on
has failed.
mining have
And
these
you are here
drones.
saying
you
that
know
what?
you know about that, right?
So-
So these drones that you are proposing,
alright,
the interministerial
alright, thank
committee on mining, they have it
Thank
already.
you.
So what new intervention are you
No,
introducing?
it's not about being a new intervention or being an
I've
old
explained it,
intervention.
unless of course you are
The
a
essence
troubled
of it
school,
is
child,
the
you will not
effectiveness
understand
of it.
it.
So no,
Clearly.
if there is an existing
The drone
technology
system that you are talking about.
facilitating the same thing that
What
they
is the
are
effectiveness
proposing,
levels?
if there have not been effectiveness level, like you should know, the Galamsey issue has gone down considerably.
How
We
down-
don't
how
know-
has it gone down
we don't-
considerably?
How many times do
On
you
what
hear about?
metrics?
Or how many times do you?
No,
now,
the number of times you hear
the-
about it is
the-
not the metric
the
of measuring
media
whether
is
Galamsey-
there.
Uh-huh.
Some of the media have performed assessment on the conduct of the interministerial committee activities on fighting small scale mining.
So media
And
reportage is the metric of measuring
exactly
whether
the news that we get to hear from those places
What if
inform
you don't
us
to hear? That
inform
means
us
it's not
as
happening.
to wait inform if it is not, if we are not hearing the situation, if it is there, the Prof Galamsey, you cannot hide it. If the water is polluted, you cannot hide it. If it is something that we can put it under the carpet, it will not come to the limelight
Look
for
at
us
it,
to
if you can't
see.
see it.
This is an
So
an
if
old
it is there,
issue.
the media is not
Possibly
reporting on
within
this. It means what
2014
it
that
is
this
hidden.
picture was captured.
Okay, thank you, guys. Let's make progress. I mean, we spent considerable time on this subject.